Welcome to the live broadcast of commencement for the Kennesaw Mountain High School Class of 2026. I'm Chizoma Akabandu.
And I'm Adeline Abel. We are honored that you are able to share this special day with our graduates. The processional will begin in just a few moments.
We hope you enjoy the show.
Bienvenidos a la transmisión en vivo de la ceremonia de graduación de la clase del 2026 de Kennesaw Mountain High School. Yo soy Isander Povendú.
Y yo soy Ana Paula Lomelí Arteaga. Es un honor para nosotros el tenerlos aquí para compartir este día muy especial con nuestros graduandos. La procesión va a comenzar en unos minutos.
Esperamos que disfruten del programa.
You may now be seated. Faculty, families, fellow graduates, good evening. My name is Victoria Wynn, and I'm privileged to be this year's senior class president. It is my honor to welcome all of you to the commencement ceremony to the Kennesaw Mountain High School graduating class of 2026. I would like to begin with introducing those in attendance with us tonight. Behind me is Principal Nathan Stark. Representing the Superintendent of the Cobb County Schools District is Dr. Jasmine Kular. Chief School Leadership Officer. From the Board of Education, representing Post 1 is the Board Chair, Mr. Randy Scamahorn, and from the Cabinet is Dr. Kevin Carpenter, Assistant Superintendent. Also joining us on stage from the City of Kennesaw is Mayor Derek Easterling, along with Assistant Principals Mr. Philip Matthews and Ms. Karinka Williams. At this time, I'd like to welcome Student Body President Mihika Mamadipali to the podium.
Thank you, Victoria. Congratulations once again to the class of 2026. I am Mihika Mamadipali, and it has been an honor and privilege to serve as your student body president. Over the past 4 years, we have devoted over 22,000 hours to serving our community and aiding those around us. Alongside our commitment to service, our class has excelled academically and earned region and state championships in both athletics and fine arts. However, we would not have been able to reach this point without the dedication of our support system at Kennesaw Mountain High School. I would like to take a moment to recognize our incredible faculty and staff who have supported our journey throughout the past 4 years. If you are a teacher or staff member at Kennesaw Mountain, will you please stand to be recognized? These individuals have devoted incredible amounts of time and energy to our class over the past 4 years, so please join me in giving them a round of applause. Once again, thank you for guiding us along our journey over the last 4 years at the mountain. As we leave Kennesaw Mountain and enter a new chapter of our story, I would like to repeat the words we have heard at the end of every school day for the past 4 years. Be the best you can be, Mustangs. Whether you plan to serve in our military, further your pursuit of education in a college or trade school, or join our workforce, remember to continue staying true to your values while being the best you can be. With that, it is my honor to present our principal, Mr. Nathan Stark.
Thank you, Mihika. Good evening, graduates, family, friends, and staff. We are so excited to be here this evening to celebrate the Kennesaw Mountain High School class of 2026. Their accomplishment is the result of the time, effort, and love provided by so many people, both those in this room and those beyond it. Parents, congratulations on your students' accomplishments. We know you are proud of them. Raising a teenager is not easy work, but it is worth the effort. Other family members and friends, thank you for the role you have played in each of these graduates' lives, no matter what that support may have looked like. To the faculty and staff of Kennesaw Mountain, thank you for your dedication as a community of learners committed to student success. As you know, our vision is that all KMHS students will be career or college ready. The 404 graduates you see sitting before you are a demonstration of the commitment to that outcome. The class of 2026 is a special class. Before you tonight sit hundreds of students who will pursue post-secondary education, many that will join the workforce immediately, and others who will serve our country in the armed forces. Would the graduates that are planning to enter the military please stand to be recognized? Thank you for your selflessness and your willingness to defend and protect us. KMHS seniors have earned $3.1 million in scholarships for their first year of college and over $11 million over all 4 years. Yeah, absolutely. This includes a student who is awarded a National Naval ROTC scholarship. 3 National Merit Scholarships were also received by our graduates. 3 students in the class of 2026 participated in the JROTC Leadership and Academic Bowl National Championship in Washington, D.C. last summer and placed 3rd in the nation. The Kennesaw Mountain High School NJROTC program also continued their tradition of excellence by being named a distinguished unit with academic honors for the 23rd consecutive year. Our fine arts programs have continued to shine with the class of 2026. The band was recognized again with an invitation to perform at GMEA this year. Our drama students had the opportunity to perform as part of a program that earned the Disney School of Excellence Award. Band, chorus, drama, and orchestra students continued to demonstrate exceptional musicianship through their concerts, and visual arts students produced artwork showcased in various events and shows. The class of 2026 had great success athletically as well. Isaiah Tucker, who will be attending Princeton this fall, is a 5-time state champion and has set GHSA state records in the pool. Kennesaw Mountain has won many region championships over the 4 years of the class of 2026, including region championships in boys soccer and girls tennis this year. Members of this class were also a part of the 2024 GHSA 7A State Soccer Championship team, the first team state champion in the school's history. As Mahika mentioned, the class of 2026 has also continued our tradition of acts of service, having completed over 22,000 hours of community service during their high school careers. Through events within and outside the school, our students have supported and cared for both their school and their community. Graduates, as you sit here this evening, you are able to reflect on the past and to look with excitement towards the future. While this moment contains many emotions, the experiences you've had over the last 13 years of schooling have provided you the lessons to successfully move into the next season of your life's journey. I have often closed announcements, as Mahika mentioned, during the school day with a reminder to be the best you can be today, Mustangs. As you depart high school for whatever lies ahead, continue to be the best you can be today and every day. Being the best you can be means having an attitude that seeks to help others, expecting nothing in return. Many of you have participated in activities such as Shop with a Mustang and the dance to do just that. In your careers, colleges, and communities, you will need to continue to seek opportunities to pour into others in ways they will likely never be able to repay. There are so many groups and ways to do this, but they will not be presented to you in the same way they were in high school. So my charge to you is to go find them. Being the best you can be also requires you to maintain integrity in every situation and decision that you face. We are daily faced with choices that are not easy or where the quick and easy fix would lead to short-term satisfaction. Make sure you make these decisions based on what is right and what is wrong. When there are times where there is no right or wrong in a decision, seek a solution that will be beneficial in the long term, not the immediate. John Wooden once said, "It takes time to create excellence. If it could be done quickly, more people would do it." Have the integrity to seek excellence the right way, not the easy way. Finally, being the best you can be sometimes means saying no. Our world presents so many options for us, and many of them are good. However, to be the best you can be, you must say yes to what is right for you and no to so many other good things. It is so easy to spread yourself too thin and not be able to provide your best to what you commit to do. While wanting more or better for ourselves and those we love and care for is appropriate, spreading ourselves too thin is not the way to accomplish this. Maintaining focus on the things that are important to you will provide greater results in the long run. Too often we focus on the things that are important to others or that they want us to focus on, instead of focusing on what is important to us. By saying no to things that are not essential to you, you will keep yourself on your best path. Life is about the choices we make. Each choice is a different path in your journey. The reminder to be the best you can be is a reminder to make great choices that take you down your perfect path, not someone else's. Class of 2026, we are anticipating all that you accomplish as you leave the mountain. As you do, be the best you can be today and every day, Mustangs. The Kennesaw Mountain High School Class of 2026 has two salutatorians who each completed their high school career with a GPA of 4.779. This year's salutatorians are Runo Ekwahari and Nolan Jarl. Runo, please stand to be recognized. Runo will be attending Caltech in the fall to study applied computational mathematics. She has already earned 4 math credits from Georgia Tech, is a National Merit finalist, and participated in the Governor's Honors Program in math. She is Vice President of the Helen Ruffin Reading Bowl and Editor-in-Chief of the Mustang Messenger, our school newspaper. Congratulations, Runo. Runo, you can be seated. Nolan, would you please stand to be recognized? Nolan will be attending Georgia Tech in the fall and majoring in mechanical engineering. He was National Merit commended and founded Ace Open, a charity and pickleball tournament that raises money for the Shepherd Center. Nolan was also a member of our varsity tennis team. Congratulations, Nolan. The Kennesaw Mountain High School Class of 2026 valedictorian completed his high school career with a GPA of 4.800. I am proud to announce that this year's valedictorian is Everett Pounds. Everett will be attending Georgia Tech this fall with a major of aerospace engineering. He has already earned 4 math credits from Georgia Tech and is a National Merit finalist. Everett also earned a perfect score on the SAT in math. Everett was a captain for the varsity tennis team, participated in the engineering club, math team, and main link. Please welcome to the podium Eric Pounds to present his valedictory address.
In AP Literature this year, we read a novel named 1,000 Splendid Suns. For you all who are in the class, you obviously know the book's content, but let me give those who weren't a brief synopsis. The novel depicts the lives of 2 women who grow up in a war-torn Afghanistan. These women, Miriam and Layla, face abuse and go through countless losses. Miriam grows up very poor and thus has no education. Layla's education is stripped away by the Taliban. Throughout the book, it is emphasized how much Miriam and Layla yearn for an education. As seniors, we all know how school can feel like a chore, but it's interesting to imagine what it would be like to have that right taken away. The story presents education as a privilege and an opportunity that not all have access to, a message that I believe is worth sharing with you all tonight. In our society, it is very easy to view education as a universal given, as it is with many things that we have always had access to. Yet there are so many around the world that would be overjoyed to have this opportunity that we are entitled to. Millions of people, like Miriam and Layla, do not have the chance to get a formal education and strive to achieve their goals, as they are forced into passivity. Having opportunity creates, in my opinion, a responsibility to do something meaningful with it. The value of this opportunity is not in possessing it, but in what we choose to do with it. What I urge you all to do to fulfill this responsibility is to not live passively. I'm aware that the uncertainty of the future can often lead us to delay our ambitions or to avoid risks. But imagine for a moment that someone like Miriam or Layla were given the opportunities that we have. I am confident that they would work with purpose to achieve all that they could, uncertainty or not. Instead of being anxious about what the future holds, I ask you to think of it this way. You have the freedom to choose what you want to work towards achieving. This freedom itself is incredibly valuable and a privilege that many do not have. So don't let uncertainty hinder you from accomplishing your goals. Use it as motivation to actively work towards them. We all know that tonight marks the beginning of the largest change in our lives, and a change that will guide us in many unique directions. Some of you may go to college, some to trade school, some into the workforce, and some to the military. No matter the decision that you make, what suggestion I want to leave you with is this. Make the most of your opportunities in education and free choice to honor the millions around the world who will not be given them, and do not live passively. You owe it to yourself and others to live intentionally and strive to achieve what is meaningful to you. Thank you. Thank you. Now please welcome Victoria Wen back to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Hi again. First off, I would like to thank the faculty, staff, and friends again who have worked hard to get us to where we are today. Thank you for your guidance over the last 4 years, and for showing up, even in ways we didn't always notice. I would also like to thank my parents who had no idea I was going to be senior class president today. Chào mẹ, chào ba. Tại vì ba với mẹ cho nên cô mới có sự cố gắng cho 4 năm nay. Không có lời nào có thể diễn tả được hết lòng biết ơn của con đối với ba mẹ. Con thương ba với mẹ rất nhiều. And to my peers, congratulations. Today marks a milestone we once only imagined. It feels surreal standing here even now, closing this chapter of our lives. When I began writing this speech, I kept coming back to the same question we've all had to face in the past. Who are you going to be? And my answer to that still is, I don't know. I don't know who I'm supposed to become, or if there is even truly getting to know something in the first place. But in times like these, I think of a lyric sung by Jeff Mangum, how strange it is to be anything at all. And it reminds me that it is a privilege to simply be here, to question, to wonder, to live. Yet we spend so much of our lives trying to figure out who we really are. Looking back on my time at the mountain, I realized that it has not been my decisions or future plans that have defined me. It has been the community around me and the memories we've shared together that have shaped me into who I am today. I think back to the moments I didn't realize I would miss. The passing conversations in the hallways, the classes that slowly turned into family, and the laughter in places where we probably shouldn't have been laughing, simply because we thought we had more time. And what makes leaving so hard isn't just saying goodbye, but it is that we might not be exactly who we are right now in this room again. So, before we leave here today, remember that it is okay to not know who you are. You do not need an answer now or even in the upcoming years ahead, because you are never really behind, you are only becoming. And wherever life takes us, I hope you all carry this place with you, not as something you've lost, but as something that has shaped you. And maybe one day, when life finally makes sense in ways we didn't think it would before, we'll look back on the question, who are you going to be? And realize it was never meant to be answered all at once, only lived. Class of 2026, as we move forward, know that uncertainty is not something to fear. It is only proof that there is still so much life ahead of you. I love you, Kennesaw Mountain. Thank you for giving us a place to become. Please welcome Student Body President Mehika Mamadipalli back to the podium.
Thank you, Victoria. As we bring an end to our journey at Kennesaw Mountain, I would like to highlight all that we have accomplished over the last 4 years. However, without the aid of our friends and family, we all would not be the individuals we are today. I would like to thank my father, mother, sister, and other relatives that are here tonight for all of their support and encouragement throughout the past 4 years. Every family member in this audience has aided in shaping the person you are today. And I would like to recognize the incredible efforts our parents and guardians have devoted to helping us reach this stage. While our family holds a tremendous impact in our lives, Kennesaw Mountain would not be the incredible environment it is without the uplifting community within its classrooms. In each chair near you sits a friend that has celebrated your accomplishments while pushing you to strive for greater goals. While thinking about our future after the mountain may be frightening, Dr. Seuss once said, "And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed." As we continue to differing stages in the next part of our lives, I hope we all remember the heartwarming memories and moments filled with laughter that we cherished at the mountain, but also embrace all our new challenges and opportunities in our futures. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium from the Board of Education, representing Post 1, The board chair, Mr. Randy Scamahorn.
Good evening, everyone. If you would indulge me just for a second, if you're a veteran, would you stand and please be recognized on this special weekend? Please. Thank you. Thank you for your service. I'd like to congratulate the class of 2026, Kennesaw Mountain High School. You have reached the starting point of your life. This is where it all begins. You just thought it began in high school. So welcome and good luck to all of you. I'll be brief since I'm the only one now left between you and your diplomas. It'll only take me about 30 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. As a duly elected member of the Cobb County Board of Education, I hereby certify that the graduating seniors of Kennesaw Mountain High School have met the high school graduation requirements of the State Board of Education and Cobb County School District and are thus entitled to all rights and privileges for completing these requirements. Mr. Stark, you may begin the presentation of diplomas. Thank you.
The Kennesaw Mountain Class of 2026. Victoria Kim Win Win, with honor. Mahika Mamadapali, with honor. Everett Wynn Pounds, with honor. Ganarunor Divine Ekwahari, with honor. Nolan Joel Jarl, with honor. Timothy James Espinoza. Abdul Rahman Abdul Rashid Ijaya. Adeline Grace Abel, with honor. Lindsay Rose Adamson, with honor. Willis Bryson Maximus Adamson. Oluwatufunmi Emmanuel Adenuga, with honor. Moyosora Olua Victor Adetokunbo, with honor. Layla Simone Elisa Adija, with honor. Valeska Luisana Aguilera Monroy. Chizoma Josephine Akobundu, with honor. Sama Al-Sad, with honor. Celeste Alanuza Contreras, with honor. Neil Carter Allen. Logan Andrew Allison, with honor. Emily Alvarado Cortez. Sanaya Ariel Amos. Madeline Yvonne Antoine, with honor. Divya Putri Anup, with honor. Ashton Moses Arnold. Mackenzie Kellis Arnold. Luna Sofia Arieto Castro. Bria Helena Arocheve, with honor. Vasilios Asprakis, with honor. Aiden Marleon Atkinson, with honor. Tacey Au, with honor. Emma Rose Avila. Isabella Avila. Adrian Alexander Ayestis, with honor. Vivian Kate Barr. Miles Joseph Bagley. Hanley Talbot Baltzel. Catherine Bammert, with honor. Aubrey Rose Bartlett, with honor. Mia Claire Baxley, with honor. Ella Christine Bearden, with honor. Cassidy Danielle Bell. Sienna Marjorie Bell, with honor. Addison Grace Berryhill, with honor. Gabriel Orlando Bertoni, with honor. Dylan Lee Billick, with honor. Caden James Billingsley, with honor. Shanoa Leanne Blackman. Journey Danette Lee Bolden, with honor. Cody Matthew Bowden. Jamira Lachey Bowman. Island Fernando Bracero. Felipe Bento Brazil, with honor. Dylan Alexander Britt, with honor. Jordan Ross Britt, with honor. Erin Gaylor Brogan, with honor. Ayana Renee Brown. Destiny Divine Brown, with honor. Gavin Thomas Bittner, with honor. Morgan Faith Burchett, with honor. Brandon Michael Burnett. Rajan Anthony's Burrell. Alexandra Naftali Cabrera Morales, with honor. Caleb Samuel Caldwell, with honor. Madison Rose Carlisle. Austin Edward Carter, with honor. Bree Elizabeth Marie Cartwright. Taylor Alexandria Carver. Mateo Luis Casero, with honor. Stephanie Doricia Castellon Alvarez. Christine Michelle Castro Figueroa, with honor. Joanny Paola Cespedes Hernandez. Olivia Grace Chalice, with honor. Lily Elizabeth Chatfield, with honor. Lucas Andrew Chatham. Kamani Rashad Chapman. Melanie Michelle Chavez. Madison Danielle Chio, with honor. Ella Grace Clemens. Benjamin Andrew Clodier. Dominic Xavier Colburn. Joseph Adonis Coleman. Jared Alexander Comessiong. Edward Cooper III, with honor. Caden Simone Corbett, with honor. Eric Alexander Coronado. London Khalees Cotton. Yusuf Adam Coverdale. Jackson Riley Cowan, with honor. Summer Grace Cowan, with honor. Cameron Marie Coy, with honor. Isabella Lucia Crispino, with honor. Malia Iman Crump. Joali Cruz. Maria Dadum. Sienna Tun Dang, with honor. Eric Dan, with honor. Garrett State Davis, with honor. Jordan Simone Davis. Karamo Diakite. Miriam Diaz, with honor. Jordan Zachary Dickerson, with honor. Trinity Luella Dodd, with honor. Alyssa Taylor Dominic, with honor. Ariel J. Dorsey, with honor. Tyreme Michael Duncan. Melanie Durden, with honor. Lahari Durga, with honor. Justin Wyatt Eady. Riley Jean Edward, with honor. Bryn Mahealani Elworth, with honor. Alex Michael Amurian, with honor. Kennedy Helen Enfield, with honor. Gabriella Lior Erdl, with honor. Ariana Espinoza, with honor. Jermesia Ayana Chavez Evans. Alexa Esmeralda Farias, with honor. Joseph Noe Fernandez. Naya Nicole Francis, with honor. Ava Gallardo Martinez. Ian Gabriel Garcia. Jonathan Garcia. Victoria Garcia Ramos, with honor. Jashanti LaShawn Gaskins. Derek O'Neill Gavin Jr. Sienna Michelle Rose Gay, with honor. Tyler Chase Gaydon. Julian Diane Jaffrard, with honor. Haley Amherst Gervis, with honor. Jackson Paul Gibson, with honor. Imani Wanjiko Gatau, with honor. Megan Elizabeth Yahui Godfrey, with honor. Maria Claudia Gonzalez, with honor. Lorick Peter Brandon Goyomigbia. London Elise Gragg, with honor. Jaden Adam Green. Lance Michael Greenlee, with honor. Abigail Ruth Gross, with honor. Brandon Gunn. Elma Hajic, with honor. Irma Hajic, with honor. Catherine Rose Haig, with honor. Reagan Grace Hammock, with honor. Ethan Michael Hardiman, with honor. Alexander Dimitri Harmer, with honor. Ansley Kate Harpin, with honor. Julia Lane Harris, with honor. Sarah Isley Harris, with honor. Vivian Claire Harris, with honor. D'Angelo Martinez Hatcher, Jr., with honor. Clayton Jamal Hawk, with honor. Caitlin Elizabeth Haywood. Charles Richard Hine. Alex Caleb Hernandez. Jael Elaine Herring. Walt John Higgins III. Asia Nicole Hill, with honor. Hamza Youssef Hindi, with honor. Gavin Christopher Hodges. Reese Caroline Horgan, with honor. Abigail May Horn, with honor. Nyla Rain Horn, with honor. Christopher Huang, with honor. Donovan Joseph Huggins. Elizabeth Rose Hunt, with honor. Anastasia Grace Hupp. Ashton Joy Hurley, with honor. Lee Kelly Hutton. Yasmin Maawiya Ibrahim, with honor. Adinakachi Nathaniel Ikoni, with honor. Shamar Dejan Jackson. Cameron Jacob Jenkins, with honor. Aaron Patrick Geralds, with honor. Nolan Micah Jinks, with honor. Sarah Lee Johns, with honor. Oriel Simone Johnson, with honor. Aishatu Johnson, with honor. Elena Marie Johnston. Aubrey Blake Jones, with honor. Sejal Jagannath Joshi, with honor. Alan Jubin, with honor. Moralawalua Ibukun Campson, with honor. Zain Kashif, with honor. Ivana Samacho Kabede, with honor. Ethan James Kemp. Soha Ali Khan, with honor. Allison Yajem Kim, with honor. Adriana Janae Kimball. Elijah Johan King. Aubrey Johanna Knapp, with honor. Dheeraj Kondragutta, with honor. Ethan Bradfield Lamb, with honor. Austin Michael Langston, with honor. Maurice Joseph Lathrop, with honor. Kennedy Simone Lawton, with honor. Brody Benjamin Lee, with honor. George Harry Lestage, Jr. Nathan Luciano Levesque. Felicity Soleil Daphne Lewis. Lindsay Lynn, with honor. Bo Christian Lindick. Morgan Amara Lippett. Cade Brian Llewellyn, with honor. Anna Paula Lomeli Artiaga, with honor. Sarah Lopez. Soleil Lorraine Lamule, with honor. Lillian Grace McLaurin, with honor. Daniel Kenneth Mason, with honor. Abiola Esther McKinday, with honor. Justin Robert Mallet, with honor. Anna Marie Mana, with honor. Lydia Colleen Markham, with honor. Kada Lenoria Marston. Samuel Augusto Martinez Guardia, with honor. Genesis Onesi Martinez Arias. Samuel Peyton Marulanda. Brady Charles Mason, with honor. Sabrina Nalee Mason, with honor. Marin Ella Maccabee. Anthony Jordan McCoy. Caitlin Elizabeth McCreary, with honor. River Cheyenne McJunkin, with honor. Catherine Clark McKenna, with honor. Tristan Jaden McWhorter. Lillian Morgan Melton, with honor. Jeremiah Nigel Michelle, with honor. Nevaeh Carol Mila. Messiah Olia Miller. Monkarat Singh Minhas, with honor. Peyton Elise Minor. Paula Andrea Molina Garcia, with honor. Miles Montgomery. Ethan Joseph Moore, with honor. Stella Ruby Moore. Cesar Alexander Moreno, with honor. Kamar Iman Marasin, with honor. Peyton Olivia Moyer, with honor. Camilla Soleil Massino, with honor. Uthman Desaline Muhammad. Dior Lorraine Muldrow. Moenda Mathomi Matuma, with honor. Jackson Herbert Nager, with honor. Daniel Martins Naspolini. Maxwell Cash Niesler, with honor. Chase Gordon Nelson. Ifeolua Gaddafi Ibn Hassan Nemli. Amaria Angelise Nettles, with honor. Donnie No. Ella Tran Nguyen, with honor. Nathan Tran Nguyen, with honor. Evelyn May Nichols, with honor. Franielli Sophia Nino, with honor. Gavin Lee Noble, with honor. Kaylin Lai Nocido. Chidubem Ryan Obuba, with honor. Alexander Isu Okogeri. Madison Oyoma Okpodu. Samia Lolade Olanigan, with honor. Michelle Oliveres. Anthony Alfonso Diaz Oliveira. Victor Agwu Anoha, with honor. Ugochi Audrey Opara. Zara Mariana Ortego Rodriguez. Manuel Ademilola Oyanusi, with honor. Jackson Maxwell Panagata. Priya Sarai Parajuli. Jeremiah Emmanuel Pasteur. Ariana Malay Patillo. Michelle Perez Perez. Kim Nguyen Phan, with honor. Jacob Alexander Phelps, with honor. Carson Emmett Phillips, with honor. Jakai Hakeem Pinner, with honor. Zaire Ramon Pinner. Eros Alejandro Pinto, with honor. Aiden Lee Pollitt Martin, with honor. Tanner Alden Post, with honor. Isander Poventude, with honor. Bodie Michael Powell. Macy Elizabeth Prangley, with honor. Claudia Holly Presley, with honor. Taekwon Aaron Pugh Ellis. Madeline Ivy Quinn, with honor. Kavion Dwayne Rainey. Gabriella Camilla Ramasar. Luke Redding Ramsey, with honor. Manahil Jabin Rana, with honor. Keon Darcel Randolph Prince, with honor. Nathan Bo Reich. Leonardo Dante Rehan Mora, with honor. Travis Michael Rezadek. Giselle Guadalupe Reyes Perez. Ayana Rochelle Richardson. Connor Mitchell Richardson. Samuel Bartlett Richardson. Jesse Rios. Latrell Vashon Roberts, with honor. Alasia Janae Robertson. Lamari Carnell Robertson. Tabitha Jane Robinson. Camila Paola Rodriguez. Tave Maximus Roge. Daniel Rosen Espinal. Caitlin Riley Russell, with honor. Zoe Ann Rylander, with honor. Sophia Amira Sabra. Sarah Allison Sadek, with honor. Ishan Sani, with honor. Omar Salem Salem, with honor. Javen Sanchez Huerta. Cristina Rosita Santoro, with honor. Catherine Santos, with honor. Gabriella Rochelle Scott. Asher Scott Seeley, with honor. Naman Jignesh Shah, with honor. Keely Gabrielle Sharp. Anthony William Shaw. Kayla Chanel Shaw Walker. Ryad Rashid Sheikh, with honor. Alexandra Shevyakova, with honor. Mateus Roberto Silva de Sousa. Dominic Ruben Simmons, with honor. Bree Amaya Simon. Peyton Michael Simpson. Eve Angeline E. Singh, with honor. Ashley Elizabeth Smith. Austin Hunter Smith, with honor. Imani Bree Smith, with honor. Jordan Darius Smith. Lamarion Corey Smith. Parker Reese Smith, with honor. Sanai Sidney Smith. Shaylee Elizabeth Smith, with honor. Taj Jaron Smith. Deanna Elizabeth Solis. Alexa Brooks Berry, with honor. Lily Elizabeth Stansel Rivera, with honor. Rita Claire Starks, with honor. Charlotte Olivia Steer, with honor. Darren Mitchell Stevens. Taylor Madison Sweat. Aaliyah Danae Taylor. Haley Caitlin Terrell, with honor. Corianne Lachey Thomas, with honor. Caden Deanna Thomas, with honor. Briley David Tide, with honor. Robin Tyndale, with honor. Joshua Ezekiel Torres. Caden Elizabeth Townsend. Dung Min Tran. Landon Than Dan Tran. Min Kai Tran, with honor. Natalie Carlson Trudeau, with honor. Aiden Alejandro Truba, with honor. Kindle Anaya Trueblood, with honor. Michelle Kaylani Trung, with honor. Isaiah Stanley Tucker, with honor. Amir Tariq Tyner. Emily Francis Underwood, with honor. Bailey Josephine Van Zant, with honor. Magali Heaven Vasquez. Jocelyn Vera, with honor. Ahan Verma, with honor. Sophia Villegas. Andrew Joseph Wade, with honor. Elijah Todd Wagnon. Kaylin Rose Walker, with honor. Adina Marie Waller. Tracy Wong, with honor. Vincent Wong, with honor. Chanel Jean Waters, with honor. Zakiah Lachey Weems. Catherine Quinn Wygant, with honor. Addison Grace Wells, with honor. Daniel Lee West, with honor. Demarius Isaiah Whipple. Phoebe Lauren Whitaker, with honor. Ty Matthew Whitaker, with honor. Elizabeth Emery Whitfield, with honor. Tyler Jeremiah Wiggins, with honor. Kyron Jameer Williams, with honor. Presley Reese Williams, with honor. Richard Xavier Williams. Trevor Isaac Williams, Jr. Uriah Raja Williams. Scout Nathan Willis. Liam Riley Wilson. Sidel Josette Wilson, with honor. Taria Simona Womack, with honor. Mason Alexander Woodruff, with honor. Ever Lois Sherry Word, with honor. Lillian Alice Wright. Brennan Charles Yates. Deja Renee Young. Mariah Bernay Young. Nicholas Zamborski. Attila Joner Zanbach, with honor. Jennifer Paola Zalea, with honor. Zoe Peyton Zollicoffer Warren, with honor.
Class of 2026, please rise.